Our first official show on the field, technically our second show of the season if you were at the band show last week. While everyone is setting up for halftime, I just want to let you know where you can see us this season. So we will be at every home game, as well as the away games against Hoban and St. V. A week from Monday, we'll be performing in the Barberton Labor Day Parade, which is at 10 a.m. On October 4th, we'll be performing at the Hudson Band Show. That'll start at 7 o'clock, and ticket information will be available soon. And then we will have our end of season concert, which is hard to believe, think that far away, but it'll be here before we know it. Our end of season concert will be Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 in the Dome. Our theme this year is KISS. Rock and Roll All Night is celebrating its 50-year anniversary. So I felt it very appropriate to bring some KISS rock to Walsh this year. And coincidentally, KISS was just selected to join the Kennedy Center Honors. So it makes our show even more significant. So we're very excited to present to you a tribute to KISS.
Yeah.
Under the direction of Nicholas Rattay, Assistant Director Michael Taylor, Color Guard Coach Sandra Peters, and led onto the field by drum majors Ethan Bidlack, Mark Verhaas, and Alexa Appleby, we're proud to present the 2025 Warrior Corps Marching Band. Our first selection, Shout It Out Loud. Our next selection, Detroit Rock City. Our next selection will highlight our color guard. This is Strutter. Our final selection of the KISS show is a song celebrating its 50-year anniversary, the Rock and Roll National Anthem. This is Rock and Roll All Night. All right, so we're going to close out our program tonight with a handful of stand tunes, different songs that you'll hear us play in the bleachers throughout the season. Before we do that, though, I just want to take a second to thank a few people. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who helped at the band show last weekend. Raise your hand if you were at the band show. Awesome. Yeah, it was a really fun event, but it wouldn't have been possible without the help of all of our volunteers. So can we give a round of applause to anyone and everyone who helped at the band show last weekend? And I'd also like to give a round of applause and a big thanks to PFAB for all of their support, in particular Stacy Rippey, Dee Verhaas, and Nicole Harrison for all of the work that they do. They just fed us dinner tonight. They'll provide us dinner before every game. So let's give them a huge hand just for all the work that they do. He's kind of hiding over there, trying to operate his drone to film. But I want to give a huge thanks to my assistant director, Mr. Michael Taylor. He's been here longer than me, Is this year 7 for you? Okay, yeah, year 7. The amount of help and insight that he provides us is invaluable. I'm so grateful to work with him. I'm so grateful to have him here helping us. Let's give a huge round of applause for Mr. Taylor. And I also want to say thank you to our color guard coach, Sandra Peters. She isn't able to be here tonight, but we're very thankful for everything she does as well. Thank you so much to all of you, the parents and the families. I know that it is not easy to provide transportation to and from rehearsals. I understand that, we're asking our students to stay late on certain weeknights. I remember it was always challenging for my mom to make it work when I was in marching band, providing transportation. So just know that I greatly appreciate the sacrifices you make, as well as the encouragement you give these students to perform in this ensemble. So thank you to the parents and the families for all the support that you give these amazing kids out here. Thank you. And of course, there wouldn't be a marching band without these guys. Give them another huge round of applause. What I admire so greatly is everyone at Walsh Jesuit is involved in a lot of activities. So I view everyone who's in the band as making a sacrifice. They're giving up time that they could spend studying, they could spend doing other things. They're choosing to be here, and that really means a lot to me. I'm also so proud of them for playing in a smaller ensemble. That can be very intimidating, especially to new members. But if you were to close your eyes, would you think that there's only 35 people out there? They put out a ton of sound. They play with confidence and with pride. So again, a huge thank you to the dedication of these amazing students out here. All right, we're going to get started with our stand tunes. The first one is called All the Small Things. This is a popular stand tune that I had when I was a student at Barberton. It was always one of my favorites, so I decided to incorporate it here for the Warrior Corps. So our first selection will be All.
Thank you, Mr. Rattay. We love you.
Next, we'll be playing a football classic made famous by the Ohio State Marching Band. This is the Hay Song. Next up, we're going to do a percussion favorite. This is Jig. So next we're going to do something a little different, something new this year. We're going to perform for you some of our section cheers. These are little snippets of songs that were arranged by Abigail Alberta, and we're going to be playing these in the bleachers throughout the season as well. So we're first going to feature the trumpets, who are going to be playing a snippet of the final countdown. Next, we're going to feature our lows, which includes trombone and tenor sax, and we're going to be playing Sonic Boom. Next, we're going to feature the flutes. We're going to be playing You Belong With Me. feature. This is Boya. Again, I would like to thank you all so much for coming tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I look forward to seeing many of you at the Labor Day Parade next weekend and at our first home game 2 weeks from this Friday. We're going to play 2 more songs for you. First will be Bang the Drum, and second will be Seven Nation Army. So again, thank you so much for coming, and we hope you enjoy our final 2 songs. have a great night. We'll see you at our next performance.